I'm Jason Bainbridge, and you're with Mr. Raul. Here is the video that we're going to watch, and yeah, we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Patay ako, tambalay.
said that I'll be talking to people down there. In the video, I actually stated at the end that I said that I'll be talking to people in Mindanao, people who are going to be there. And I think that this is really similar to what happened in the Hawke's Bay in New Zealand, and the media barely touched it. But thankfully, this thing is all over the internet around the world, and this is unprecedented, the amount of damage this thing has actually caused. So I'm thinking to myself, how long is this going to take? What do you think before the water subsides? Raul,
See, this is the problem. What people are actually, local people are saying like this: we have all kind of floods all the time, but it would never take so long for the water to subside. Then usually they would, like we are talking about, like half day, they're gone. But people's houses are still covered in water. We're talking about, like neck deep, head deep, like this. And it seems almost like the whole plateau has changed. That's the problem. So we have like houses that, the road from Davao City itself, the main city, is still normal. Yes? No problem there, ish. But for example, if you want to go to Tagum or towards further towards Mati area, some of the roads don't even exist anymore. There is no traffic. 3 days later, no traffic. So nobody can even
on those roads.
That's the problem. I know we used to travel there together. I remember that. But the roads are non-existent. So, and it's not like, so water is supposed to like somehow, it's not like a normal flood. It's almost like the whole plateau has been pushed down. And so, I mean, the people who lost their homes and their houses, it's not like this that, okay, we got the water damage and now we're gonna recover and, build better next time. It's like, they can't even have houses anymore because they need to like they live in a river now. That's the problem. But it's still, and it's been almost 5 days now. 5 days into, because the worst ones were Monday, Tuesday, and it's specifically the southeastern area, we could say that, the Mati, the Davao Oriental area, basically, where they were hit the worst. I don't know about the coastal areas. I don't actually know if they had like some other, I don't know about the beaches over there, but I know the main road to Tagum, but that's the most traveled road that's the only road for people to get to Mati. It's not accessible at the moment. The government uses some kind of a backhoe for people for emergency use, the people can still somehow drive through this water, but that's it. No trucks can even get through. No, nothing can basically get there at the moment. It's too deep. So it's, the damage is like, we can't even actually estimate the real damage at the moment because some of the people are still displaced.
So for people that don't know, this is Mindanao, one of my favorite places in the world. And just across the ditch there is Sabah. You'll also find that on our website here, Sabah, but we'll talk about Sabah at another time. But here we are in Mindanao, and so we're talking about Davao. And this is Davao City right down here. And Mati, so we're basically looking at this kind of Mati. Where is Mati on this map?
Yeah, just over there, a little bit further down. Yeah, just there, in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the middle. Middle of the screen. Yeah. But the problem we have at the moment is in Tagum area. Over there they had like landfalls, landslides and crazy stuff. But the biggest problem was if you go zoom out just a little bit. Yeah, just over there. in that area. The pink, little bit further up. Yeah, that's the area that's been flooded. That's been
Oh, this
completely
is Tagum.
underwater. Yeah, Tagum.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this area. So
So this
basically,
is this
the
line
road
here, the straight line
at,
here, right? This is the
at the moment,
highway.
at the moment, from if you go zoom out a little bit from Davao City, yes, which is yes, a little bit left. The Davao City to Tagum Road at the moment is not operational at all. So nobody can go there at all. It doesn't even exist. It's underwater. That's the
This
biggest
one
problem.
here.
So all the people, yeah, pretty much, yeah. So we are go to pink area in the middle if you see. Perfect. Yeah, zoom in a little bit further up. A bit.
Davao del Norte, yeah. All around here.
Yeah. This area, this road is non-existent at the moment. So, for example, if you want to go to Mati, you cannot. The road doesn't exist. It's all underwater. So all the people who live in Mati, who are for some reason stuck in this area, is completely underwater at the moment.
All
all
right,
the
and
rivers
there's
are
there's
overflowing.
actually a big water source anyway. So looks like this water source here has overflowed.
Yeah, something like, yeah, and it's covered for some reason the road, even though the road was supposed to be built. Anyway, this road is non-existent at the moment, yeah. Completely flooded. And the waters are not receding as fast as they're supposed to. So it's like a bit...
So in the video that I showed, that road, is that near the Tagum River?
From nearby that. Yeah, that's from the nearby that area. Because there are actually, see, this map doesn't show it very well, but there is a lot of rainfall also. There are also mountains there. So there is a lot of water coming in from mountains, but it would usually be flushed away by the rivers. But at the moment it's like, oh yeah, that's a good, better view. Zoom out a little bit. Tagum, this is Tagum City. Yeah,
Right.
which,
So
if
this
you can
area
remember
here,
the road.
and
Yeah,
you're in a mountainous area. So how far are you away from Davao?
I'm on the other side of Davao. Other side, we have no flooding at all. These mountains is me. I'm there.
That's here up here.
Yeah, you know the Kalinan Eagle Park? Eagle,
Okay, Kalinan. Okay, Kalinan. All right. Okay, so yep.
Dude, I get eagles from the park flying over my house every day.
The main water issues are basically in this one region, which is on a map. It looks small, but
Yeah, Davao Oriental it's called. It's this kind of area. Because there was some minimal flooding in other areas, but not as, actually there was more flooding in Davao proper area about 1 month ago. Many houses got like flooded, but this time there was no issue with these rains. But I think Mati got hit by the whatever this weird unnatural element that even caused this, because it was completely like unprecedented in a way that how it's it would be okay if it's like windy kind of a overflowing thing, but it was like a constant rainfall for almost over 3 days non-stop. So it's almost it's like it doesn't necessarily naturally happen very often. Well, see, the biggest problem is with if it's constant rainfall like this, it's not necessarily the flood, it's the landslides. That's the biggest problem, because some of the if it's constant rain like this, the landslides, they like wash off roads and wash off people's homes, and that's the people who actually got killed in this tragedy that's been happening at the moment are through the landslides, not through the floods. Floods we can evacuate, but landslides, they just happen like instantly. Nothing you can do if the mountain falls on you,
this sort of thing, the death tolls not going to appear for many months because
Very hard
fact
to
that
know. Yeah.
yeah, because most
Yeah.
people don't really register out there
Well,
in
the
those
one we
areas, you
know
know.
is like this. There were like 4 houses with families got washed away, and they all basically died. But I don't know how many people were there in each family, and how many, like maybe let's say four each, maybe 20 people. I don't know. Very difficult to estimate. Yeah.
All right, very good, very good. Yeah, I was talking to our bro there out in Cagayan. His wife got caught up there in this area up there in Tagum because they go to Tagum for their business. Bring their business as it is. Tagum is a very popular place for trading their goods there. So she got stuck. So I got a few photographs there of having to people getting injured and applying tourniquets and on people broken bones and from the landslides. Yeah, from the landslides.
Heavy burden on the local population, depending which area gets hit. But Davao City proper this time was okay. No excessive flooding or anything like that. But this is unusual. People say that this is a specific. Mati, it's okay if it's like a hurricane, okay? It's okay, it's temporary. Very different stuff, but we are talking about some weird constant rainfall. Also, it's almost like that. Why would it not be washed away? Why does it stay there? So it's almost like that. Either it's like something is tilting, or anyway, something is not normal here, because we are talking about acres of land masses actually being taken back by water. So many people's homes, there's like they just lost the whole area of their like farms and stuff is gone at the moment. Maybe the water will go back. Who knows? Maybe not. So it's almost like it's either like a side of Philippines is sinking, yes, or who knows what exactly is happening. But naturally, if you think of as far as gravity goes, the water should go away, not stay in these places where it is now. Tagum area, for example, they have river, they are connected to the ocean, should like just wash away. Fair enough, heavy rain, yeah, go away after a day or two. It's been like 5 days now maybe, and it's still like underwater. So that's the problem.
That's right. Actually, come to think of it, I remember you actually studied geography. Actually, that's your major, geography. There must be some weird things about this, because this to me doesn't seem normal.
Agreed. It's well, hard to say, man-made or no. Maybe the rainfall could be man-made, but the way how this what's happening now, the consequences, if you think it's almost like because Philippines is in a very volatile place as well. We have 5 tectonic plates, if we believe in that theory, coming together, yes? And Philippines is basically the island between these 5 different tectonic plates. And not exactly plates, but we're talking about fault lines, but basically same stuff we're talking about. So meaning that it's very easy for some other areas to rise or fall. So yeah, might easily like be underwater, or it might rise. Same with Japan, same with UK even.
Like Tokyo.
Same.
I've been in buildings and they sway. They sway like this, and they turn off the electricity, but they keep the gas going, so they're cooking barbecue. And you're on like the 10th floor, and the building is just like literally swaying because they have this technology in Tokyo that they build everything which is earthquake proof. So the buildings actually sway, and I've been in lots of subways where they just shut down for 10-15 minutes and for the tremors to finish. But yeah, so this is definitely unprecedented, and I'm sure it'll take quite a while for people to get to the bottom of exactly how big this damage is going to be to the region. And I think we're looking at billions of dollars of damage.
There are some weird things that I noticed. Okay, we had fish actually, like weird fish, like different kinds of fish, washing off the shore. few days before that, not few days, like, okay, I'm gonna go back 1 month, 1.5 months. Before we had the big earthquake, we had a very big earthquake, probably in, I think it was early December, 7th of December, maybe, 6th, 7th, I forgot the exact date, but, and before that we had like loads of fish washing on shore, like all kinds of small fish, and people were thinking, yeah, free fish, but the old people always say, when you have something like this happening, some catastrophe is coming, something is wrong, yes? And then, you know, the earthquake in Bali, maybe about 1 week ago, maybe, I think. Also, there was like fish washing on the shores. And my wife told me actually that there is some catastrophe is gonna happen. That was before this actually just now happened. So there is always, so it's like some geomagnetic shift or something is happening, yes? That the fish is basically thinking like they are like going in there, whatever. They just wash off the shore. Like we are talking about thousands of tons of them, you know, just swimming on the shore. And then, and then you always know that there's some kind of a catastrophe. I didn't actually believe this theory before, but it's been confirmed twice in the last 2 months. So now I actually think, and this one, the one now, when we had the big, it was actually in Samal Wharf, you know, when you've been there, dude, when you go off with the ferry, over there, they had like loads of fish coming. There are videos of this as well, actually. Because people were like, yeah, nice fish, but it is like a sign of something is like wrong, yes? So some kind of a catastrophe or something is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Could be earthquake, could be flood, could be tsunami, could be like, I don't even know. Anyway, we had this heavy rainfalls, because the last time I actually confirmed with Brianna, you know, Brianna Breezy, exactly the same time when we had the Samal one, same time when the fish washed the shore in Samal, was the same time when there was a big earthquake in Bali. Same time in Indonesia. Exactly same time. Like maybe plus minus 20 minutes, like this. Because she thought, oh, there is and I was like, oh yeah. And my wife was showing me videos of the fish over there in Samal. So it's like, we're not that far away, but 1,500 kilometers, whatever. But some kind of a movement is definitely happening. And well, rain is probably a different thing, but something is not exactly.
I'd like to talk to two particular YouTubers. One, a guy called Dutch Since, and he follows a lot of earthquake patterns, and he does a global. So I should actually go back and investigate that. And also Robert Douche, and he focuses on sort of the man-made HARP type activity that plays out, and he can clearly demonstrate whenever these things happen that there's some kind of electromagnetic frequency issue rolling around in the area, and it's they become part of the parcel. See, these days, because of the technology that they're using playing God with these HARP technologies and the chemtrails and all that. They created this problem by themselves. They're wondering, it's not natural. No, it's not natural. Natural is not natural when you start messing with nature.
Yeah. If we should, for example, we have globally, actually, we do have earthquake, tsunami warning systems everywhere in oceans. We have little spots that will supposedly give us warning, but we never got any warning. You know, most of the earthquakes, we don't get any warning. So it's almost like, how does it even work if our warning and tsunami systems don't actually even warn us? They're useless. Yes? Meaning, but yeah, it's like there might be other forces involved. Meaning that maybe it's not natural.
It's not really a conspiracy. I mean, let's get real. And weather modification is a known government fact. The media even reports on it, but nobody equates these types of disasters with that. Oops, maybe we should not have done that. You know.
Well, and it's
Like
also
Beijing even admitted. Beijing admitted and actually apologized online to its netizens for over geoengineering and causing millions of dollars of damage of excessive snowfall in China.
Yes, I mean, so to what exactly? So to what extent? So if we can call on little bit rain, that's okay, fair enough. Yes, to water our crops or something. But if we can do this little bit, maybe we can also overdo it. And then what happens if we overdo it in a larger kind of a area, for example? So this is the problem. If we do have power to do this, people have had this power for a very long time. But are we doing this on purpose? And why are we doing this? These are the questions that are not necessarily addressed in the mainstream anyway. But
That's right. But it goes into it all part and parcel of climate change, blah blah blah, all this kind of stuff. Sometimes they want to engineer these things to move their businesses. But I tell you what I found. I found, and I dropped a video in BitChute, and I actually found they've got a little portable heart device in Cu Chi, where I was living in Vietnam, near the Cambodian border. And I saw them, and they go out there every Thursday because they were going for a very dry patch. Every Thursday, they're sitting this thing up there with the harmonics and all that, and boom, the next day we got rain.
Yeah, but
and it's a very small thing.
Now we are going into beautiful territories. There are also opposite. There are things called cloud busters. Okay, cloud busters. Orgonite with copper coil that can basically clear the sky. Yes, they can clear the clouds off. But now think about, you're from New Zealand, close enough to Australia, yes, where we're talking about the Aboriginal people, the natives who used to I call them dumb if you want, but they used to go do some little dance kind of a thing, and call on rain, and somehow it was, I don't know if it's true or not, I've never been there, but call rain, and maybe by some vibration or some kind of however exactly it worked, I don't know. But
the old rain dance, the South Americans,
something like that, by some vibration and stuff. But see, the cloud busters are definitely true. These things, they can make a cloudy sky clear. Yes, so
I've seen them in action. Yeah, sure, I've seen them. Yeah.
So obviously we have the reverse elements of this as well that can bring on clouds and make it rain. I always say that near my house there is a cloud factory somewhere. I always tell this to my wife because even in the city when it's nice and sunny, it's still cloudy near our house always. So it must be somewhere close. And sometimes the weirdest way how you see how they go, the clouds, so they go. It's wind goes one way and it's okay, the clouds are gone, they're gonna go this way, and then it comes back and you're like, oh, what happened? How can it change even this way? Sometimes it just goes past us or around us. Our house, it's weird stuff that's happening. So it's almost like someone is at a joystick, and going, let's drive it this way, almost like this.
How many meters up are you?
I'm 445 meters above the sea level. Not that high actually at all, but still cold, different climate as of compared to the city level. But it's we do get different climate patterns. But the way I've realized that predicting weather doesn't work like this. Oh, today's gonna be sunny, or my forecast says almost every day it's 100% thunderstorm. That's my forecast. 100% thunderstorm. Every day is the same forecast for months. Okay, sometimes we don't get it, but it's not too bad. Sometimes we get sunny weather as well, but it's we are very close to some kind of a cloud factory somewhere nearby. I don't know.
It could be a NASA operation. Just in closing, I'm just going to pull up a fancy picture that I sent. This is what I saw in 2015 on the coast of Mindanao, and I was in Samal Island. I think we rented a boat. We're out there, and I saw this baby out in the distance, and I actually took some video of it, but I've since lost the camera footage of that. But yeah, this is what we call the mobile arm, and this sort of bad boy could definitely wreak that kind of damage.
Yeah.
From my understanding, the reason they have the ball on the top is for privacy, so that you can't see the direction that it's sending. But anyway, with the technology now, you could just go up, down, left, right, in the middle.
Yeah.
Anything is doable now. I mean, like, we're just talking about the original technologies. I mean, these two machines that we've shown, these things are over 30, 40 years old.
Yeah.
What they're doing now is completely different.
Even, I mean, look what's happening right now in UK. For example, we're talking about 2 weeks back, yes? They never had so much, well, they have had, but for hundreds of years, they haven't had so much snowfall. In Scotland, it's physically impossible because it's always like, you know, you get the Gulf Stream going by there, it's like warm water. It's like, yeah, you can get snow, but it will melt. 1 or 2 days, it's gone. They got like half meter of snow, like in Ireland. Yeah, stuff, crazy weather. Minus 20. You never get that kind of weather there. Get maybe -2, -3, not -20.
We're not saying that this was man-made, although these days it's kind of hard not to just figure that out, you know. And whether it's intentional or a mistake, you know, like we've learned from China that they do actually over-engineer sometimes, and they have to actually admit that they made a mistake, and sometimes these things do happen. But the media never addresses it, whether it was a mistake or intentional. It just calls it natural, and it's part of climate change. And the reality is that climate change is 100% natural, and it's been going on since the Earth was created, or whatever, how it was created. Since time immemorial, climate change has been happening naturally. And but when you start messing around with cloud seeding and start messing around with different technologies and harps and all that, and you start getting adverse reactions and then blaming the climate change, so you have to pay more carbon tax, then you know you're being sucked in.
Exactly. Yeah, I guess.
So,
well, we
woe
will
to
see.
you, the sucker.
We will see what's coming out of it. But I 100% agree with your assessment of this topic. Yeah, we will see. But it's definitely something we should focus on more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is it. We're gonna wrap it up. This is our very first live stream for Smart Travel Go on our website called go-smart-travel.com. You can check out the website. I'm still building.
Let's travel to the clouds.
Yeah, our official launch will be in May. I'll be going to the Philippines before then, and I'll be going to Sabah, and I'll also be going back to Cambodia as well to get all those listings and all that curated travel. But the main page is open. The social media community, the social networking community is open in the front. It's going to take 2 more months to get all these listings sorted out and everything curated. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. In the future, today, tomorrow, and whenever you're watching this video, I'm Jason. This is Raul. That's Raul. He's over there.
Pleasure.
He's over there.
Take care.
And,
doctor. Bye now.
So yeah, that's it. So check out the website. So here we are, rolling the outro, and Smart Travel Go.